Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. It was a little loud. So we're not actually too far behind. I thought we were going to be a little bit later than this. So, sorry for the delay, folks. I can see from the client we have exited host mode. Yay! Alright. So, I don't have a whole lot of plan for today. So basically what I did is I started queuing up a bunch of plates last night. I did do a little bit of work on the vase. We'll walk you all through that here shortly. We now have a nice inventory system here so we can actually see what we have on hand. We're down to 3.3K. That's interior plates. 34.8. Alright, so we should be producing a crap ton of plates. Let's take a look here really quick. Okay, so we've got another 16,000 plates queued up. Alright, so we should be okay for now. So I think what we're going to do is let's go... We're going to go ahead and set up a few more TIM assemblers. We're not going to set all of these up because I want to have a few that I can pop into. Hey Demon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a fantastic day and had a fabulous weekend. I know, I should just go ahead and cut and paste this. It's what happens when the panda gets lazy, right? There you go. And that one. Okay, so that allows me to have... where is... Really? So why do I only have one assembler showing up? Alright, so let me walk you through what we've done with the base so far. For the folks who haven't been playing along at home, we now have the entire base is now airtight, right? So we can actually walk out here, leave the doors open. As long as we don't open that central hatch there, we're okay. We have put all the gates in. So Bay 1 and Bay 2 are now gated, as is the dry dock / work bay. There is basically vents in all of the rooms now. Everything is piped through. Let's go ahead and close this up. As you already saw, we have our inventory control system. Show you what's going on over here shortly, but for now, interesting. We've got some screen burn in there. Very interesting. Alright, so, but basically we have set up some defenses upstairs. Med bay, nothing's really changed in here. It's always fun when you start playing around with the wheeled vehicles in Space Engineers, especially now that they are actually somewhat viable. So the large bay now has 2 docking rings in it. That way we have a little bit of flexibility on the ships that we bring in here. And this is the bigger of the 2 bays. Pardon me. So we now have a small airlock here. At some point I am going to go ahead and set up the airlocks to be able to cycle. In the case there's no pressure in here, I want them to be able to cycle and not continuously vent. Alright, so we now have our command rooms mostly set up, so you can actually see the main entrance. We did go ahead and install a couple of new mods. One of them is the lettering mod, which is, as you can see, being used. So we have Bay 1, Bay 2. I didn't put anything over the work bay. Figured it was kind of overkill. But again, you can see everything is wired in, set up, good to go. We actually have controls in here, which will allow you to open up any of the doors. Come over here. And the work bay is now closed in as well. So we basically finished all of this. Now I don't have a connector in here yet, and I'm thinking I'm going to run one in here. I'm just not sure where I want to have it. And what I may do is, let's go ahead and turn this panel off. Actually, turn depressurize on. I don't have anything set up to actually reclaim this, so at some point what we'll have to do is we're going to have to put in a reclamation area where we'll be able to have basically when we go to cycle things, it'll turn that vent off, turn on a second vent, and that vent will be hooked up just to an oxygen tank, and that'll allow me to depressurize this whole thing. Nice. Yeah, the bad lip reading. Have you seen the bad lip reading where they do the one where they take the lyrics to a song, run it through Google Translate to a random language, and then translate it back into English? And then there's a woman who does this, and then she sings the song as it appears from the multiple translations. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay, so we have this set up. Let's head back over to the other side, and I'll show you what we've been working on without the need to go through all the hatches. Oh yeah, it's a complete series. It's absolutely hilarious if you haven't seen it. Remind me after the stream, and I'll look up the artist that does it. But she is hilarious because she sings really, really well, and she'll set it to the actual music, and the things that comes out. They did I know that she did Frozen's "Let It Go" and a couple of other really popular songs, and it's just what you get out of them is absolutely crazy. All right, so. Our Undercity hasn't changed a whole lot. We have a bit more piping down here now. I did add a couple of more of the bobs. So now we have a bob at basically on each wall. So each bay has its own kind of thing. We come around this way. We have added a few lights down here just to lighten the place up some. But you'll notice there's this new ring of conveyors here. And over here, I do need to put a light in over here, actually. Let's go. I don't know if I have the components to do this. I should have. Nope, I don't have the construction components. Okay. Let me find one of the... Let's go here. We don't need a whole lot. We just need something to mark it. Alright. Can we get away with that? Alright, so I want to check this to make sure. Okay, yeah, that works. Hey Sharky, how you doing today, buddy? Alright, so when you come up through here, that's a new way into and out of the base. That way we don't have to open up the main hangar doors. We did go ahead and add some armor plating around the entrance. And this is one of the reasons why we're making so many steel plates, is that we want to have it set up so that this entire thing will be heavy armor on top. So with where we are right now, you know, I kind of like the way that it turned out, honestly. I mean, I kind of don't want to put more stuff in here, but let me show you what this looks like when you're coming in. Get rid of our device. So now when you come over the hill, that's what you see. So before it was just the 4 lights there. Now you get a little bit more shadowing effect in there. And I may... Did I use all my... I did. Okay, let's head over here really quick. And what we're going to do is we are going to grab... go ahead and grab some of these. Because we're going to, yeah. Because what we want to do, or what we're going to do, is this. And basically what we're doing is we're setting this up so that, you know, give it a little bit of dramatic lighting. Because we can. Everything we do in Space Engineers is simply because we can. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these in here. Like I said, I'm not really worried too much about how much light they're giving off. It really is just kind of an accent piece. There we go. Alright, now let's go see what this looks like when we come up over the hill here. Tried to get good today. Alright, so nice and dark, right? So when you come up over the hill, there you go. So what is that? That's 8, 16. So the last 16 corner lights. Alright. What we're going to do is let's find all the bulbs. Let's turn all the bulbs off, right? All the bulbs are now turned off. And hopefully we don't insta-grind. Damn it. See, the problem is that in order to get these to place the way... Really? In order to get these to place the way that I want, or to light them up the way that I want, we basically have to replace them. I forgot that I had the really good grinder. I know. Bad panda. Bad panda. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all these into a group. Alright. Put wheels or a piston on it. No wheels or pistons on the lights. Thank you. Clang already loves me enough. I don't need to invoke any more than I already do. Alright. Let me turn the light on so we can actually see. Come here. Thank you. You are great. There we go. It's just faster than trying to figure out where they are, because a lot of what I've been running into is that I've got so many lights that it's starting to double up on the names. And I don't want it to do that, so... Alright. Don't listen to Demon's advice. You can listen to Demon's advice if you like. Just remember. Clang is always watching. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these in here. Alright, so now we can come over here. We can actually just do a search for incomplete. And we can set a group that makes sense. We're going to go... Let's go 7.5.
If I catch any of you guys in my stuff.
Leave the fall off. We're going to cut the intensity down by half. We're not going to worry about those, but what we will do is we're going to turn these off so they don't show up in the configs. And that way, we can just do a quick search for them. Whoop, we want Bob's. All of the bulbs are now enabled. Alright. Alright, let's see what this looks like from a distance now. Okay, that's better. That's what I was hoping for. I was looking for more for that, like, spotlight effect. Alright. So now we have a bit of a base defense on the entrance. And for those who are joining us, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Monday and that you had a fabulous weekend. I know Mondays are always a hard day to get back into it, and well, you know, here's to hoping that it's a perfect Monday for you. Alright. Okay, so I'm trying to decide on whether or not I actually want to do more on this entrance, or if we're pretty much done with this entrance. So you should be heavy armor, you are. We're going to do that. All right. Oh, need steel plates. Quick, to the steel plate machine. All right. Let's go grab these things really quick. All right. We're just gonna grab a crap ton of them. Now, like I said, I am tempted to go ahead and backfill this entire area with heavy armor, just to do a complete layer on it. So let me know what you all think about that, if you think I should go ahead and do that or not. But for now, what we're doing is we're basically just giving a suggestion that there is more behind it than it looks to be. Don't know any virgins. Wow. Chat took an interesting turn today. Alright, let's see here. Can we... There we go. So what I had originally thought to do was basically to cover this entire plate with heavy armor. And I don't know if I want to do that now or not. Thinking we're gonna close this off. So basically just doing a little bit of detail work in here, having some fun with it. Once again, for the folks who are just wandering in, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had a fabulous weekend and are having a terrific Monday so far. Yeah, putting pepper on a cat, yeah, no, that may help with clang, but it is not going to help with their legs. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to do a gyro. Do a little bit of work on this thing now. I've been kind of putting this off, but it has to be done at some point. So that's going to go there. Actually, you know what? Can we get... Yeah, it's gonna have to be an antenna. I am tempted to use a laser antenna, but I think we're gonna use just a regular antenna. And we are going to do remote. I need an interior plate for that. Okay. All right. So what we're doing is we're setting this thing up to be able to fly. So we'll be able to control these, and we're gonna do this on both of those. For those who don't know, the little white dot in the front, that is the front of the remote control block. We're gonna put another antenna over here. Come on, there we go. And I'm going to place, let's go ahead and get rid of this off here. We're gonna do this. Actually, we need to take that back one more. So that's camera there. Okay. All right, and then use the little. Think that's right side up. Ah, crap! That means we're gonna have to put the gyro back here. Okay. I'm gonna have to change the other one up then. Don't worry, Sharky. Hope you have a great night, man. Go get some rest, buddy. Because I believe if I have a camera in this block, it won't let me merge. So, you know what I could do? We could cheat. There we go. Could do that. I know if I put the camera there, it won't let me merge either. So, would be nice if we could, but all right. So now we have that. So what we need now is we need a way to have these things stored somewhere. All right. So we're gonna go grab that out of here. Excuse me. So let's go. Let's go out here. So let's go 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we don't need these anymore, but we do need a merge block. Like so. And it should be wide enough for this to work. And what we're going to do is on this side, we're basically going to do the same thing. It just won't be as far over. And I'm thinking... I'm thinking we may end up moving some of this around a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that's all good there. Let's see here. So if we do that, yeah, that should work. That should, in theory, work at least. Alright, so let's go ahead and get those turned on. We are going to do this. Alright, so what we need to do is make sure we have enough room to swing this beast around and not destroy everything in the process. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be cutting it close. Okay. Alright, so that's basically where I want to have this thing positioned when it's actually, everything is set up and good to go. So, should be okay there for quite some time because it's not burning it. It's not burning anything more than absolute minimal fuel. At least in theory. Alright, so you are going to be right there. Which actually looks like it might work fairly well. And I need to come over. Can we get a bit more? Awesome. Look at that. This might work out better than I hoped. Alright. And then we put the merge block right there. We were close. All right. That should be about where it needs to go. All right. Yeah, one more. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip this around. We're going to go ahead and build this up now. All right. Now we can break this down. Yeah, Bob will pick it up. It's fine. Come on, Bob. Come get the plates. You know you want to. There we go. See? Works nice and easy, right? Look at that. Look at how nice that was. Alright. And looks like Bob has done us a fairly good solid. Why this thing is tipping, I don't know. Hi, can we? Thank you. Let's see here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let's get you rotated up a little bit better here. And I'm thinking for right now, let's just go ahead and go up a little bit. We should be mostly lined up. Get rid of that for a second. There we go. Let's see if we can get this to work. There it is. Merge blocks are in. Okay. So we can now turn that off. This thing is now permanently attached until we disconnect that merge block. Excuse me. I do apologize. I am still recovering from my cold. But the nice thing is that this whole thing is now physically connected to the base. So... and what we've done is we've gone ahead and set it up so that we can actually detach from this area here and use these as basically booster packs for anything that we build after this. Alright. Because I'm really liking this thing, but I may break it down. I've been trying to decide on whether or not I want to actually break this thing down or not. Because I can use the parts a little bit more effectively in a different build that is capable of doing atmospheric as well as space movement. Yeah, I know. I really am hesitant to break it down. And what I may do is I may detach it long enough to grab a blueprint. I might do that. So I might do that actually. That's missing. Am I really out of motors? Out of all the things I could be out of, I'm out of motors. No, I'm not out of motors. What the heck? Oh, I am out of motors because it's not connected to the rest of the network. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so let us get this thing. Okay, so what we're going to do. You are in line with that. And I think that is actually in line with the connector. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and break that down really quick. Now, we don't want to actually connect the ship to it, so we do want to be careful of that. But what this means is that we will have to disconnect this, lift it up a little bit, put all of our connectors and everything in. Oh, let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to grab this, grab our conveyor tube. And that. Can I get a connector? I wonder if I can... because they're technically the same grid. No, okay, that's what I thought. It was worth a try. So yes, we're going to have to unlatch the ship long enough to basically get things working here. Alright, so we're going to go down like this. And I think that, right? I think that's right. Is that right? No. One more down. Let's try one more down. Oh. Nope, I had it right the first time. And I'll shoot. Oh, I'm out of interior plates. Oh, doesn't that figure? Alright, come here, you. And let's go ahead and grab. Alright. And there we go. Just because we can. Excuse me. Oh. I will be so glad when I am no longer coughing like this. I'm sure everybody else will be glad when they no longer have to listen to me coughing like this. So we're gonna go maintenance tube. We want the tube adapter. Resrouce tunnel, Resrouce N, T-shaped adapter. That's what we want. We are going to go like so. There you go. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and just drop all this stuff in here. We're gonna switch over to this, and we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoop. Sleepy little panda. That's a good question. I don't know. Let me see. Where'd he go? I don't know. Let me check my extensions really quick. Maybe he got turned off by accident. No, he should still be there. Let me check. Is he over here? Nope.
Just keeping
not
me
over
hooks
there.
off. By catching you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you.
Where'd he go? Yeah, I don't know where he went. I'll have to check out to see if there was something with the group that was providing that. There might be something going on with the original, because that's actually done through a service, so I'm not sure what happened with him. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Huh. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing welded up here. So that is all of that. We do need to lift this thing up. Alright, so let's go over here for a second. We're going to turn those on. So let's take this block out really quick. Oh, that's the hell? What in the hell just happened? Oh, big booms. Okay. That was unexpected. Alrighty. Well. Okay then. Alright, so what we're gonna do well, we wanted to detach it to get a blueprint, right? Alright, so let's get this thing. What the hell is going? Why is my defense turret shooting at this thing? What in the hell is going on with the AI? Alright, so maybe we shouldn't have put the fence towers in yet. Alright. Oh. What do we have? Inventory, hide empty. So we've got a bunch of platinum, we've got a bunch of iron, uranium, all this stuff. Okay, so we don't have any supplies on here that I'm worried about. So let's go ahead and, since we've got this thing... Alright, well, that was entertaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a... what did we call that thing anyway? I don't know what we called it. But at least we know the defense cannons work. Oh, I hate when it does that. Alright, come here, you. Bob, stop working. There we go. Actually, you know what? We're gonna turn Bob off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and get this thing in a little bit closer. Hopefully not destroy ourselves in the process. Come here, you. And I might throw a couple of bobs over here just to assist with this. I was hoping to be able to go ahead and get everything set up so that we could get the hydrogen out of the tanks. But yeah, it doesn't usually do that. That's why I was trying to figure out what the hell happened. Alright, so, future reference. Don't remove the merge blocks. That was just silly. Alright. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put a couple of bobs in here. Do we have connectors up here? No. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of connectors. We just need the one. Alright. Hey Mortimus, how you doing? Oh. I have to say, it was rather entertaining. Alright. Yeah, the live stream on Thursday, I think it was. I think it was Thursday. We went ahead and did the space launch. Yeah, so is that. Alright, so let's do this first. Alright, so we went build and repair. We want all three of these. These guys are temporary. We're not going to leave them here. Have you go to fly mode. We are going to have you grind before weld. Pick current color. And I think that's going to be good. Let's drop that volume down because those things are going to be louder than hell here in a second. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and had a fabulous weekend. Alright, so what we're going to do is We're gonna say goodbye to this whole thing because, well... What are you doing? Why? I want to know why. It's been sitting there peacefully the entire bloody time, and you guys decided now you had to attack it. Okay. Off. Sheesh. Yeah, there was no reason for that. It's been sitting here in plain sight, obviously, because it wasn't being attacked. It's like, what? Yeah. It's fine. Ah, crap. Of course, it went after the thrusters first. I really am starting to hate Bob. Alright. Alright, Bob, come here, buddy. You and I are gonna have a little conversation. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the problem that we run into is that come here, Bob. Damn, I'm trying to figure out how the hell it got so tangled up. Come on, slow down, slow down. Oh, come on. This is bad. Let's see if we can get a couple of more of these things on here before it goes drifting off into the ether forever. Well, no, it should still be owned by me. That's the thing. All right. That's why I don't understand why the turrets just went absolutely ape shit on it. Excuse me. Always interesting when things go wrong, right? He tried to post a clip. Which one? That's the real question. Let's see if we can get through there. Oh. And could I reload? Yeah, I could, but, you know, that's no fun. There we go. Yeah, see, the big problem that we ran into was the missile systems now. The warheads basically, well, I should say the actual missiles themselves impart velocity, momentum. And since they do, it causes problems when things get shot. Basically, it imparts a decent amount of force, as you saw. Alright. And then just to make sure, alright. Oh. Go ahead and grind all this thing down. So once again, moral of the lesson, the moral of the story is, there we go. Want to get the uranium out of there first. There we go. Oh well, the rest of that little scout is gone. Oh. Good going, Bob. All right. Alright, so that's gonna go ahead and take this whole thing apart then, right? So let's go drop off the components that we have, and we'll start helping Bob out here. Since Bob likes to target things at random. Oh. Hey, at least we got the blueprint, right? That's all that matters. We can rebuild it later. That's not an issue. What I had wanted to do was to actually just convert this thing over so that we could use it as a trans-atmospheric vessel. But seeing how the turrets decided that it was hostile, I figured, we'll just rebuild the whole thing. It's fine. We can build it bigger, stronger, better, faster. And it's fine. It served its purpose. It got us, you know, where we wanted to go. And that's a good thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop all this stuff in here. Alright, that music is really bloody loud now for some reason. What the hell is going on with it? Let's try that. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Alright. Drop this stuff off. Like I said, I'm not really worried about it because it is close enough that Bob is going to gather most of this stuff for us. It is just unfortunate that we did lose a decent amount of material, so... Barbie's Dream Station, yeah, I know, right? Oh well. Alright. See. Go ahead and grab the last couple of these. Hey, at least it was exciting, right? It's been a few streams since we had anything blow up, so it was, you know, it was about due, I guess. Yeah, it was sad. Because she's been our home for a while now, but... You know, there comes a time in every build when you have to blow it up or break it down. Yeah, inventory's full, yada yada yada, I know. Alright. So did Bob get the solar panels yet? Nope. Not all of them. Okay. You better grab that stuff, Bob. I'm gonna be mad if you don't. Oh, whoa, hello. I saw that solar car vid. I didn't comment on it, but I did see it. Alright, so before we go too much further, we're going to do... This way when it vents, it's pushing it back from the planet. So go ahead and grab a little power while we're sitting here. Yeah, no, that was when you put that block on the bottom of that car and it goes flying, it was really entertaining. That's what I was saying, is that because you put it on the bottom of that piston. That was awesome. Just one more piston. Hey, look! You can see how much damage our ship has taken. Alright. Oh, so you're recording because you'd already lost one? That way if you lost another one? Good thought, good thought. Alright. Ow. I'm hoping Tim is actually going to start going after the damned refineries here, because I want him to grab the materials out. I don't want him just like screwing around with the non-consequential stuff. Come on, Bob. Get your butt in gear. Let's see here. Bump the wolf, flipped one over one. Yeah, those wolves are tough, man. They've got pretty high durability on them. Interesting. Alright, I'm just gonna drop this stuff off here. Grab my bottle back. Alright. I forgot I used heavy armor block on some of this. Alright. Go drop off some of this extra stuff. Are you guys not turned on? Okay, so you are getting stuff. Alright, so let's go. We're going to just go ahead and start dumping all this stuff over here, so hopefully that the building repairs will start working again. They seem like they're jammed up because they've got too much stuff in them. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Go ahead and drop all this stuff off. Oh, so at least it was entertaining, right? Almost killed your computer. Yeah, it's easy to do in Space Engineers. Alright. Space Engineers does like to overbuild things from time to time. So what do you got? You have all sorts of stuff, and I'm going to grab that back. Thank you very much. So Bob is slowly getting a hold of all of it. I did, okay. I'm surprised they have not taken these things apart yet. That's bad. We seem to be moving. Ah, crap. It took the chair, didn't it? Come on, let me get the seat on there. Damn it. What am I missing? Crap, I'm missing computers. Well, that's going to be an expensive loss. Alright, come here. Alright, so if we're going to lose all this crap anyway, let me into the reactor at least. Come on. I at least want the uranium. Crap. Come on. Come on. Give me the damn uranium. That's all I want is the uranium. Come on. Okay. Whew. So long, old friend. May you have a better life in the next universe. Let's see here. Let's clear all these out. And we say goodbye to the barge. Oh my god. It decided, no, we're just gonna go ahead and, you know. Oh man, that was. See, what I'm really curious about. Yeah, we got plenty of. So let's do that. Let's go do the spectator cam, see if we can. There it is. Because I'm kind of curious as to if it's going to get trapped in the planetary gravity. Oh. Oh, look at all those resources that we're losing there. Oh well. We'll chalk it up as something blew up. Yeah, basically it said, screw this, I'm out. That is awesome. Ah. And what's great is that because it's only in 0.05 G, the hydrogen thruster that it has enough fuel that it may actually be able to get past the planet and continue out. Yeah, at least we got most of the med bay out before it all went. Oh. It is possible. Wait, let's see here. Here you go. We're gonna switch this up. Name of the song is Say That You Won't Go. Oh man. Yeah, it's got enough fuel that it's basically not going to fall into the planetary gravity. Because it's on a holding course. Wonder how fast it's going. Because it's got enough. It's got 3 full batteries, so it has enough energy to keep the hydrogen going for a while. All right. Well, that was entertaining. All right, let's get our spectator cam back here. Why am I falling? There we go. Oh, slow that down a little bit. There we go. Oh. Yeah, it's 20 some odd K out there already. All right, so. Well, on the flip side, we go ahead and go cargo. We're just gonna go ahead and put all of this stuff away. Oh man, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Thank you, space engineers, for the oh. Alright. Let's get all of our materials into one location. That way we can see what we have at a glance really quick. Ah. So that does show that the rule of Monday always applies. Alright. Alright, so to make sure that was the last of the materials. Looks like it. So you're gonna go down there, we're gonna go over here to cargo 3, we're gonna have basically all of our, nope, cargo 2 rather. There it is. Oh man. Alright, let's get the rest of this crap out here. Oh, okay, so I think what we're gonna do then, did I grab, I did, okay. Let's not paint these pink. Yeah, it's one of those, if you have a catastrophic loss like that early on, it makes it much harder than it needs to be, which is not always a bad thing, but you know, it just comes down to what you're comfortable with. There is actually a there's a mod that adds what's it called, the jury-rigged assemblers, or jury-rigged refineries and jury-rigged assemblers. They have a ridiculously reduced capacity and speed, but they also require almost no resources to build. The catch to them is that you can't tie them into a conveyor system. Basically, what you make in them stays in them until you go pull it out. So that's the big balancing factor for them. And I'm actually going to play with that a little bit offline, just to see basically how well it works. Because it might be an interesting thing to have in a survival series. Basically go absolutely bare bones. Yeah, I mean, with space engineers, it always comes down to how do you handle, you know, the loss, because you're always going to have a situation where you're going to lose resources. So you really can only laugh at it and continue on. I mean, if it gets to the point where you have no ability to process additional resources, then yeah, you're kind of hosed. But as long as you have like a refinery and an assembler, you're usually okay. That's why I like the new landing craft, like the Planetary lander. That is probably the easiest start in all of the space engineers, honestly. It's like the Planetary easy starts, they're not easy. But if you do a lander, you do the solar system start, and you choose one of the Planetary landers, you have everything you need. But yeah. Alright, so at least it was entertaining, if nothing else, right? Well, and the nice thing about having all of this happen is that we did end up with a bit more resource that I didn't have to craft. We ended up with more plates than I originally expected, but that's fine. What I'll do is off camera, I'll probably track down that track down the barge and see where it ends up. I'm kind of curious to see if it makes it out of the Planetary system or not. If it makes it out of the Planetary gravity, that'll be awesome. I mean, it will eventually get taken out in the cleanup process. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure we grabbed the solar panels off of it, because I didn't want it to be able to continue recharging the batteries. What we're going to end up with here is I'm basically going to come back over this and we're going to put blast doors over it, the blast door blocks, so that we end up with something that we can build ships on that won't be destroyed quite so easily as the light armor blocks will, because these things are paper now. That's one of the things I don't like about the most recent updates. The red ship start. So the reason why I say the Earth-like Planetary lander is probably the easiest start in Space Engineers is because you don't have to worry about oxygen, you only have to worry about hydrogen, and the lander generally spawns close to either the lake beds or the ice caps. And it has so many materials that you can build basically anything you want and be able to survive with it. Take you out for there for now. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download a copy of this and pull that section where it basically freaked out and blew up. Oh, yeah. But Damon, if you were able to grab that clip, send me send me a whisper with the clip link in it. Alright, so this gives us considerably more room for building. Excuse me. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, man. That was awesome. Alright, so what we're going to do is I think we're going to turn this into a large build area. Because we were talking about doing a large build anyway. And I'm thinking maybe this week that'll be what we do as part of the process. So we're going to let Bob build all of this up. And let's go spotlights. And what I'll do is I'll come back and we will eventually put some of these up on rotors so that we can position them around, get the light exactly where we need it. But for now, this should work. 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5. There we go. All right. Awesome. Thank you. For those who are interested. There you go. Oh. Rather clang-tastic today. Alright. So I don't think we're going to build anything as large as the battle carrier that I did about a month ago. I think what we're going to do here is, I don't know, because I want something that's going to be defendable. I want, because we are going to be turning on the corruption mod after this week, I think. That'll probably be the end of the week thing. But I need something that I can have a hangar, has to be survivable, or defendable, has to have assemblers and refineries. So basically I want an actual mobile base. but I don't know what I want to build. See, if I wasn't going to turn corruption on, I would do something like, what was it, the Odyssey from 2001? Is that the name of the ship? That is probably further than I want to take this, but we'll see. But yeah, this will be our shipyard. All right, so let's go ahead and get the last few of these in. All right. Merge blocks, gotta love them. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably do all of, like, going back and building out this level a little bit for the actual construction process. Off camera, that'll probably be about the only thing I'm going to do on this build off camera, I think. Because it's basically just going to be more of this where I'm placing blocks and we're waiting for Bob to weld them up. Now I might even go ahead and build the welding vehicle that I was thinking of. Basically, it's a version of, it's the same thing that we're using for the miner, but just putting in the tiered welding system. Yeah, see, the thing is that with me talking about putting corruption in, I kind of want to put the shield mod in, but I wanted to keep the builds as vanilla as possible. So I'm kind of torn on it. So just a few more of these, and we have a giant platform. All right. I think that's should be most of it. Let's go ahead and get that put away. And then what I'm thinking is that we may, let me see, you are attached. So for that corner piece, I need to grab some interior plates really quick. And we are going to take that out. We're going to put that in. There you go. And then what this will allow me to do is I'll be able to run a conveyor line down the center and split it into a couple of different areas. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that if I'm going to put corruption in, I think I may do shield mod. I've been trying to decide on it. I haven't really made a decision yet. So I'm thinking what I'll probably do is put it up to a community vote. Let's see here. There we go. Well, the hacker drone can get past the shields, but there are ways for you to stack the shields to make it really, really difficult for them. So basically, the hacker drone will attack a grid. So if you put, say, like a rotor or a piston in to basically build separate grids within your grids, you can isolate your shield generators. And then you just leave the rotors turned off and locked. But there's a piece that I have been wanting to use. Where are you at? There you are. I've been really, really wanting to use this. This thing is awesome. That is a rotor. It's an advanced rotor. Oh. And I want to use that in the build, and I'm thinking the ship that I'm going to build, we're going to use this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say anything about ways to defeat the hacker drone, because I do talk to Lucas every once in a while. And that's all I need is, you know, to mention that and see what happens. Because what happens is the way the hacker drones work is they use your antenna against you. They have a laser antenna, so they have line of sight on any other antenna in the game, right? And then they use some of the code that exists already. But basically they do a remote hack on blocks, and he has a priority. You know, so it looks for certain blocks before it looks for other types of blocks. But as Wasted and some of the other guys have found out, it will do things like hack your gyros and thrusters. If it hacks your gyros, it'll do overrides on them. If it hacks your thrusters, it'll do thrust overrides on those. So they had a situation where one of the hacker drones in his uncooperative series, one of the hacker drones hacked the gyros and thrusters on the ship that they were in and basically turned off the cockpits. So they had to actually go into the menu, turn on the cockpit, turn on, and it basically take back their gyros and stuff. So they were spinning out of control, and if they had been closer to the ground when it happened, it would have destroyed the ship. So, but the way that a lot of people have been basically fighting the mod is you just don't put antennas on your vehicles, where you turn your antennas off, because it uses there's an NPC script for vanilla, right? For the like when it spawns in the pirates and the bots and stuff. It uses that. It piggybacks on that. So, but because it can only deal with one grid at a time, if you don't have an antenna on the grid that has the shields or whatever blocks you don't want to have hacked, then you're safe. So what I might actually do is I might put an antenna on the rotor. That way I can have the antenna and not have the ship vulnerable to hacking, or at least try it out, see what happens. Alright. So, on that note, since we are just sitting here chatting at this point, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We had one of the biggest fails I think I've had on camera in a while. So, but I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I would do a raid, but I'm kind of tired, and we've not had a whole lot of luck with the raid, so maybe tomorrow. So for those who don't know, I will be over on YouTube tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'm not sure which game we're going to be playing. I might do Space Engineers. I don't know yet, though. I've been looking at maybe going back into Empyrean, because we do have the new season of Iron Man starting up in about 2 weeks. Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday will be the first episode of that. And it looks like it's gonna be a big season this season. So yeah, if you're interested in Empyrean, definitely hang out over here and check that out. You can also find us, if you are interested in the YouTube side, you can find us over here. If you are wanting to keep up to date with everything that's going on, you can find us over on Twitter. I do post fairly regularly on Twitter. And if you are looking to join the community, you can actually join us over on Discord. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a fabulous and terrific week. And we will see you back here next time for probably Space Engineers. Yeah, I know. We're going to do some Medieval Engineers. We're waiting for the new update, which may be this week. So if the new update for Medieval Engineers drops, we'll definitely work that into the schedule. So, but once that comes out, then we'll be back in there as well. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Thanks again. Oh, as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.